Hello, guys and gals. Uh, Here to talk about, well, gaming, as always. Um, one day, um, there's so many other subjects to cover, uh, but gaming is generally my forte. If I do something with someone else, I'd preferably like to, uh, you know, have a debate with somebody. I'm very choosy about my topics uh, because they generally, have something to do with opinion. But I'm sure some of you have heard that Gamestop has apparently laid off about 50 people plus. Um, I guess sales managers, regional managers, PR managers, people that were hired to um, boost sales, work with, you know, uh, stores that were underperforming. I can tell you personally that if I worked for GameStop, I would figure something out, figure out some kind of plan, um, and then, by the way it looks, to be perfectly honest, it really just looks like your hands are tied. If you're a manager or something, and you see that things aren't moving, you really can't do anything about it. You can't force people to buy a product. Um, Switch the stores around, make suggestions, but after that, your hands are really tied. So, yeah, it's a sign of the times. People are taking interest in digital content. Uh, Everyone's quick to say, I remember when how many people were saying that, when let's see, when mobile games started getting popular, now consoles are going to be a thing of the past. We still have them. We're still playing them. They're still going to be here. They're probably always going to be here because people like to come home and they like to relax. Some people make it a lifestyle. Other people make a lot of money from it. I'm sure some of you have heard about this guy named Ninja. He was a big Fortnite player, moved to Mixer. That's a different thing. I'm not really going to cover that. It's pretty cool, but it gives you an idea of, how big gaming really has grown in several ways. Uh, but does this really prove that GameStop is just going to shut down? People see cuts, they see cuts of this, they see cuts of that, and automatically they shoot to the worst. What's going to be the demise. You know what? And maybe it could. Um, you also got to figure, somebody had brought up a point, and I was thinking the same thing, that not everyone buys their games from GameStop. You can still buy them from Amazon, of course. People get Best Buy, Walmart, eBay, even. You can even get them at GameFly. And there's probably other places. Newegg was another one. Like, I don't know how many there are out there, but there's several places where you can buy physical games. So you have to consider that. Um, Also, what doesn't look promising is Sony has said that for the first time, uh, digital games have surpassed physical games, but there's a lot of factors into that. I mean, you only see it for what it is. You have to break it down to all the different factors. You know, did it pass physical games? You know, a certain time or a certain way or a certain genre. I mean, there's so many. I can't think of them. Forgive me, but so many factors that people don't want to factor in. Uh, so, it's like, you know, when you make a study, you have to do a lot of factors, whether it's negative or positive. Um, but and then GameStop has, they're going to restructure, talking about making retro game stores. Apparently now they're not going to give dividends to their shareholders, which definitely, probably the shareholder I think I might consider leaving. Um, but, they're trying to stay relevant, and I don't blame them. Um, they're trying to, um, bounce back, stay open. Um, I'll always make arguments. I've been wrong before. You know, I mean, how many people thought that Blockbuster would disappear? Probably not too many. Now they're gone, virtually. Um, you have to move with the times. But this is different. This isn't technology. Uh, this is this is digital versus physical. You get more out of physical than you do digital. It's not like it's going from a 8-track to a cassette tape, record to an 8-track, and then cassette tape to a CD. It's not like it's a different format. It's simply a different technology per se. It's just now it's more convenient. I guess as the younger generations come around, it's possible I want more digital. Me, I'm always going to beg the question. I'm always going to ask the same question over and over again, and that's going to be, what's in it for the gamer? As much as people don't like GameStop, and I don't blame them. This is and this gets to an argument why I say that there's a reason we shouldn't have monopolies. There was a reason they created the antitrust law years ago, and this is why. Because when we have monopolies, they can do whatever they want, and they can say, "Well, take it or leave it." And it's like, you need us, and well, that's it. GameStop right now is stuck within a market change. One could make the argument that GameStop is actually relevant to the gaming industry because it's making sure that consoles get physical releases. Now, I'm not saying they're the only ones that sell physical games, and I'm not saying that maybe even without them we'd still be okay. That's fine, because there's other avenues to buy them. You just have to buy them online. But one could kind of make that argument. A lot more facts to back that up. It always sounds better when it's an educated opinion. But does it exactly mean GameStop's going to disappear? Probably not right away. Does it mean that GameStop's going to totally disappear? I'd like to think not, but then again, I could be wrong. Like I said, I only ask you, as a consumer, what's in it for you? Would you rather have something that's convenient or something that you can trade in or sell or even collect? And then there's the price. I don't understand how physical and digital games are the same price. At least with physical games, the dictated price is $60, whereas digital, it could go anywhere. But there's a lot to factor in about this. Like I said, people are quick to be like, "Oh, they're gone. They're going away with Dinosaur," and time will tell. Like I said, there's a couple positives to physical. For one, I'll probably, believe it or not, I'll buy a lot less games because I like to collect the physical ones. So, I only buy the games that I really want to play. That's one. And the second is, like I just said, that when it puts an end to physical media, then there'll be like a stop to a point. There'll be, a point where as for now, each generation comes out as another generation to collect for. But it's only up to the consumer. If the consumer stopped buying physical games, really, then, it would change the market completely. But people are still buying them. You can make that argument for the CD. Too. That's a CD, and that's the thing. CD is a format that's still around because it's not the technology. If I'm probably not wording that right, because it's still something you play music on. You can still buy physical CDs. Why are they still around? Well, people are buying them, obviously. Uh, but, there are only, from what my friend tells me, there's CDs and albums that are only downloadable only. Whatever. I'm sure someone out there will, I wouldn't be surprised if someone out there was, or even if you could go to the company and order an actual compact CD. But that's different with games. Games, you either have it or you don't. So, there's a lot to go consider this direction they're heading. Um, it would be cool to see retro stores. That would be cool to me, at least, because I love that kind of stuff. But we'll see. Time will tell. It does worry me, honestly, that in a day where there's no physical games, we no longer have the power. We don't have the say. I can't take it. I can't resell it. The price is up to the company, and then that's it. Uh, there's always other issues too. Like I said, with the problems with the companies or whatever. They have a problem, and all of a sudden, oh, no one can play that game anymore, even if you bought it. So it's I don't think people who buy I don't think some of the younger generations realize those problems exist, or they don't think it's going to be so bad. You can't exactly blame all them, because I have bought digital stuff. A lot of it. I try to buy the stuff that's only digital, but you know, it's nice. The cool thing about digital is it's always going to be on the console, so you can always usually play it offline. Uh, that's another thing too. Would always be. I'd like to think that they're going to make. Remember when Microsoft, the Xbox One came out? It's like you always have to be online. It's always like now you're going to at least give us the right to play it offline. Um, but there's so many factors go into it. Like I said, a lot of opinions out there. This is something I'm going to debate for a while, but I'm also sick of just debating my opinion. I'd really like to get some insider information. I'd really like to get a group of people that are qualified to make these discussions and get their opinion on it and see what they have to say. Because they're the ones who have more of a, insider look on these type of things and have opinions. So, this is Al signing off. As always, rate, comment, subscribe. Please comment. I always want to hear, even if you totally disagree with me, that's fine. I want to hear it. But have a great day and stay safe.